No hits, no warnings, it's time to go. What's up, everybody? Well, you know what? I know that I kind of got smacked across the face last time. So let's see. Okay. Sweet, there's they updated an easier way to do that. Nice! Hey everybody, TenebrisTenshi here, back after a week away. Over a week away. So, yeah, what we're gonna do, because I've fallen majorly behind on that pimp ass jacket that I really wanted. So we are gonna do that. I need to at least get some. Wow, I've never seen it where it's just like no healers are necessary. Yeah, but what I'm doing is I'm gonna, as you can see, I'm gonna queue up as a tank just to make sure that I, at the very least, don't, you know, ruin myself. Otherwise, it's not really worth it if I have to fight too much to get in. And then I want to do this on Yang too, because I really want her to have the jacket, and I haven't done it at all on her because I've been so busy. So we're gonna do at least once on either or. Yeah, so let's just get going. I should probably head and do the nope, wrong one. There we go. Because I know that there's an airship that came back. Airship or sub? I can't remember. Something's waiting for me when I get home. Anyway. Not a big deal. And both of these came back. You. Rip. Did not get anything. Is that the end of it? Or is there one more? I can't recall. I know there's not another map, which the subs we're actually looking at. Yeah, there's the Sea of Ash that I just went to, and we found the wreckage of the Windwalker. Which I'm not sure will actually do anything, but you know. Oh well, we're gonna leave those there just because it's not that it's too much work. It's just my brain's still not in exactly the right place that it needs to be for these. What is this? This is might? Nope. What? Oh. That's new. They usually don't get direct hit materia. Seriously, I'm just the worst at organization unless it's already organized, and then I just keep the organization the way it is, and I pulled that out on purpose. We need to get more soon. There we go. And how much do we have of those? Where is it? There it is. 11, nearly 2 full weeks of freaking grade 3s. Oop, I just realized something. Speaking of grades, right? I know we give everybody access to be able to at least execute them. But let me just execute this stuff. There we go. Won't be able to. You're waiting for duty. You can't do that. That's illegal. Ugh. Oh, yay. Praetorium. I mean, like, both of them are going to be a task and a half to get through. Well, task and a half in the sense that, you know, it's going to take forever. Welcome to the movies. Woo! Oh, well. Oh, I forgot to turn on the desktop audio. Doesn't matter. There wasn't much going on beforehand, and there's not much going on now. Let me hop into our FC's Discord for funsies. I love how it lowers the music like we're supposed to hear something, but there's no voice acting for this scene. So it makes no sense why they would lower the music. Though I guess this would be the first, First? I don't know. Something like that. The in-game cutscenes here would have had voice acting, or will have later on in the thing. So there's a couple things I've been thinking about. And yeah, I'm going to talk about that stuff since, you know, we're here, we're doing stuff, you know. There's not much to do after all. I'm gonna let this other dude hopefully tank. Yep, there it goes. I wasn't gonna. There we are. One of the things I was thinking about is Metroid Dread and attacking it from a point of view of not making too many major adjustments, but enough to oh, I forgot. This doesn't have 2. Okay. turn that off. How do you do that? Because whatever. But either way, because I'm not sure if he played it for stream, but he was gonna take a look at Metroid Dread since there was a free demo. But it is definitely not exactly the most accessible game in the world. I will be the first to admit it. But I was like, okay, what can we get rid of? What was kind of superfluous and control scheme wise that doesn't need to be there? So one of the things I thought of in particular was of, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to wait for this guy. Oh, but you're a tank too. I don't care. Well, tank or healer, considering that the freaking stun from the white mage actually works out really well. Anyway, I was trying to think about what could be done there. And one of the first things I thought of was, of course, the D-pad is not in use at all. We discussed previously how the D-pad only used, what's it called? Only did the mini-map, which was useless. So then I remembered after, if you guys at least noticed the one tweet I did while I was gone, was playing a lot of Metroid Dread, trying to speedrun it a little bit faster. And one of the things that I did discover in particular was that there is another function to the D-pad, and that's for the scan pulse. The scan pulse is also on the D-pad from holding down the right button on the D-pad. But I feel like the scan pulse is absolutely useless. It was more useful in Samus Returns, where they made some of the finding some of the bombable, missile-able, destructible in general walls a lot more obtuse. So it was kind of necessary to have it to fix a problem that they created. You know? It's a problem that they created, but it is one that they needed to fix it for. Okay, good. I'm just making sure that my noise gate stuff is all set properly. Okay. So as a result, you know, it worked there, but it doesn't work here because not only do they not give it to you at the beginning for newbie players to use it in place of like missiles and, you know, the usual Metroid thought process, but it's given to you late game, where I feel like the only time I ever really used it was because I used it in the room that I got it. And that's only because I know that Metroid likes to teach you how to use certain things by making you use it to get out. But in technicality, I probably didn't need to. And it's put in so late game that any newbies that would have picked up the game, you know, able players, as well as, I guess, people who are handicapped in different ways, are, you know, if they made it that far, they won't need it anymore. So there's no point in having it there. And for the mini-map part of it, I came up with an idea of why they put a mini-map expander. Because what if you wanted to take a look at the map real quick? You know, you wanted to not stop to do it. To keep, you know, everything rolling, etc., etc., etc. Which is fair. However, two problems. Number one, a person who's wanting to look at the map outside of just the default sizing of the map, would more than likely just pop the full map. There really is no use for the mini-map or the enlarged mini-map in that regard. The other thing is that to expand the mini-map, I have to take my, again, as an able player, take my thumb off the thumbstick to go hit the button. So I'm already stopping. Oh, but then you can get it going quickly. Fair. But as soon as I start moving, it shrinks again. If you left it open until I wanted to get rid of it because it's in the way, then that's fine. But that's not the case. It literally shrinks as soon as I start moving. So I look for a second, and it's not worth it. Anybody who would need the map is going to go to the map. They're not going to need an expanded mini-map. So we've already, with that, completely cleared up the entirety of the D-pad. The whole 9 yards of it. So then I thought, okay, and this is something I sent to Show a while ago. The toggle. The toggling missiles like you would do in a GBA Metroid. Why don't they do that? Well, there's a reason for that. The reason being that you charge it, you hold to charge it for the storm missiles, and you hold it but not fully charge it for cross bombs, and hold to charge for power bombs. Okay. So how are we going to fix that? I thought to myself long and hard about this one, because that one's actually a more difficult thing to think about. And what I ended up thinking about is okay, easy fix technically, right? Because toggle missiles on, and then you just charge just like one would the charge beam for the storm missiles. Huzzah! We fixed the issue. Oh wait, you have bombs and cross bombs now. As well as the power bombs. So I kept thinking about it. It's like, what do we do here? How do we adjust for this? And then I thought about it some more. Cross bombs, while the boss is actually a really fun boss, I'd like to keep the boss, but I can't think of anything that the cross bombs give you that isn't a puzzle that's built outright. And while I did mention that I didn't want to, what's it called? Where's that guy? There we go. But, I can't think of cross bombs that are absolutely necessary. Power bombs are basically, I use power bombs like the scan pulse because it's much more fun to use, I'll tell you that, than a scan pulse. So we're keeping the power bombs, and power bombs are iconic. Cross bombs are new, and the only thing it really did was, you know, a couple room puzzles that, because you have the jump ball and you're given the jump ball, it's not an upgrade, and it's not given to you super late game like in Super Metroid. There's not really a need for the cross bombs. Oh, but what about going across? You know, bumping yourself across instead of just up. You know, if you're saying the jump ball, you know, fixes that problem, make it a Shine Spark puzzle. Adjust some things, and I know I'm trying not to adjust the map too much, but in that case, you know, if that's going to be a big thing because, oh yeah, we have to adjust the map too much, just get rid of the items that required cross bombs. So without cross bombs, then you do the same motion for storm missiles as you would for power bombs, and you're good there. So we've reclaimed that. The slide being on the shoulder button. The slide feels good to me as an able-bodied player for that in particular. But I'm trying to think, how are we going to reduce what we need? Oh, from that point in technicality, what we could do as a true fix is, you know, at that point, remappable buttons. because since we got at least the what's it called, the D-pad emptied out entirely, we're good to keep going. And with the D-pad cleared up for that, and then we don't have the hold down because it's a toggleable switch for the missiles. That kind of fixes a lot of different things. Like, the only thing I could think about is the counter. I don't know. I'd have to talk more with Sho on it. It's kind of important to have someone who's actually got the disability I'm trying to design for, because I don't know what I'm doing. All I'm trying to do is free up buttons, but like, to what end, right? Other than, well, we're gonna help the disabled people be able to play a Metroid game. This actually was brought up before when I was playing what's it called, Hollow Knight, and Sho was interested again. I feel like Sho would really like to play any Metroidvanias, but because of the fact that most Metroidvanias require a shit ton of buttons for the most part, an ever-expanding list of buttons, it becomes more and more difficult. Oh, one other button I thought of to reclaim was also the what's it called? The grapple hook. Just make it context sensitive, because everything that it required, if you aim your gun at it, there, you're done. It was like that in Samus Returns. I don't know why they stopped doing that. I mean, like, mentally it makes sense, but just make it always context sensitive. Samus Returns had it where you could turn it on and do it, or it was context sensitive. Just do it so it's context sensitive all the time. That's, quick fix. But whatever. I'm not sure, as much as I'm thinking from the design perspective, obviously, rather than the implementation. I'm not sure how difficult all those changes I wanted to make are, with the exception of getting rid of cross bombs and all the items related to cross bombs. I'm sure if they just never implemented it in the first place, they would have never put stuff in place that would have required it, and then you're done. Closest thing would be, trying to ball spark, you create new ball spark puzzles if you wanted to keep those items. But I did also go back to play a little bit of Super Metroid, and I'm like, wow, this is so uncomfortable to play by comparison to Dread. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There are some things that Super Metroid is still king in when it comes to the search action style of game that even Dread doesn't measure up to. But one of the things that Dread does very right, ignoring accessibility, because it's an accessibility problem in both games, so it really doesn't matter. So ignoring accessibility is specifically that. Is the fact that, exploration, and Dread kind of sucks at it. There's so many one-way doors that kind of force you to keep going in a certain direction. And don't get me wrong, not all of them are one-way doors, and not all of them force you in that direction, but they encourage you in that direction for the most part. And it is fun. If I'm taking Metroid Dread down a peg, it's because I feel like it could have been better and better. But it's already great to start. It's better in its linearity than Fusion was, than Other M was. Like, it is, in my opinion, it's been a while since I played the Prime game, so I don't remember in particular about Prime. But, Prime 1, 2, and 3. But, of the 2D Metroids, it is probably the third most linear Metroid. Or fourth, depending on how you look on Samus Returns and or Return of Samus. So you end up with a lot of king of nonlinearity is Super Metroid, followed by Metroid proper, right? I think Zero Mission would be after that. I know Zero Mission is basically Metroid, but it has some linearity kind of shoehorned into it. So Zero Mission. Let's keep it to 2D Metroids. Yeah, okay. Then Dread, then Fusion, then Other M. I think that's all the 2D Metroids, right? I hope so. I hippity hope so. But either way, yep, that's so I love Dread. Dread is real good because it feels a lot better to play than most other 2D Metroids. Like, it is king to me as far as control feel is, hands down. But again, I'm coming from the point of view of an able-bodied player, but that's fine from my own perspective. I'd like to, you know, all my thoughts on the design of Metroid Dread makes me want to try and design a search action game that is complex enough to satisfy, you know, we who love that style of game, but simple in controls so that it can be accessible without having to truly dumb down the controls. Hollow Knight gets really close the more I think about it, because control-wise, it's not that difficult. The problem is execution is high. You know, pogoing is it required, or is it just recommended? You know what? I think it might just be recommended, because I think you can bypass what might feel like a required pogo to a to just wait for an upgrade that allows you to bypass it, like the Crystal Dash and stuff like that. You know, I wonder, I'm going back here to Final Fantasy now, I'm here. If Endwalker is going to have any changes to the 2 MSQ dungeons here. Because it's been so long since I've actually ran an MSQ dungeon, I rarely ever do it because it gives me so much XP that I kind of want to lag behind in some of the XP stuff. Because then it gives me something to do later. But since I've been doing it again more recently because of the jacket stuff, I'm sitting here like, what do I want to do? What did I just... Wow. I'm still like so vapor-brained. Oof. But the what's it called? I wonder if they're gonna make any adjustments so that, you know, because oh right, I remember, because some of the mechanics, or at least, you know, player run mechanics, right? The optimal quote-unquote ways to play these dungeons have changed from the last time I was here, which was granted like an expansion or so ago, but it's still real heavy.
Look for the lips control panel.
this is still, I still have it set to English, but I'd rather do it this way anyway, just because of the fact that going back to switching it to Japanese to English to Japanese to English. Plus, I'm not giving credit to the English voice actors. Who do, or at least, as of Heaven's Word, do a damn good job. And don't get me wrong, it might have been the voice direction and all the other jazz for the ARR voice acting. Uh-huh. Well, that's convenient. As soon as we lost connection with them, Gaius shows up.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
For awesomeness. The more I fight, the more awesome I feel.
How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea?
Enough.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an
I really should get back to a couple other things, but I feel like so busy. God dang. Especially with Endwalker coming up. It's so hard. I was able to luckily move my oh, I gotta change my YouTube preview stuff. Scheduled streams. Move them over. Thank you for the like there, Rodrigo. Don't forget to follow. Because all the likes are nice. But unfortunately on Facebook, likes means very little. By comparison to follows. Oh well. You guys do as you like. But I'll figure stuff out as I go along. And also don't forget that I multi-stream across a bunch of different platforms, so wherever the hell you are, go ahead and follow me there. Wherever you're more comfortable with. I'm on not only Facebook, but Twitch and YouTube.
Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's fate is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict.
Yada 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 yada.
Conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization, and in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me.
I just realized that nobody has any mean glamours on.
Serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm.
I probably should have started watching something on YouTube in the meanwhile. I don't know. This is boring. That's why I kind of hope that they fix it somewhat for Endwalker. I'm not sure how they would fix it in particular, but No, not by right, by force. What the hell are you talking about? Through the fire and the flames we carry on. And we're done. Well, I still have a couple more cutscenes that I can pop a YouTube for.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
Let's see. Alright. Alrighty. More cutscenes. Oh, who here has actually watched, what's it called? The couple new people that have been streaming out, Final Fantasy. Because it's been real interesting to see some of the people's takes on it. It's allowed me to rethink some of what's been happening.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not.
Will? I don't know. Anyway. Let me take a look at this. Oh God. Oof.
Bear witness to the true power of the Ultima weapon.
Man, now I understand why people. There's the dude. Oh. I just realized the thing's going, but it's still in the earlier phase. Aha! Where it doesn't really matter because he doesn't take much damage while the vulnerability down is there. So it doesn't matter. I'm actually really curious where this goes with Heidelin. And yep, there he goes. Now we got some stuff to do. But because in technicality, and I still think this, but it's just, it hasn't been addressed. We're technically tempered because we're Heidelin's champions, right? Oh no, I don't have plunge. Oh God, this is the worst. Square Enix, can we please get our cap closers down at level like 40 at the latest, maybe 45? Because this hurts. It hurts something fierce. don't know why I was holding on to blood weapon this time, because it really doesn't matter. The cutscenes that come afterwards. Man, Edge of Darkness only hitting for 1,000 crit. Ugh. But then again, you know, level 50. What am I gonna do? Hit it harder! Cutscene. There we go. But yeah, I'm starting to realize why people want to protect Mume.
Why does my enemy still stand? Can her strength?
I've been watching a lot of Gen 2 stuff. Council.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light.
Passionate color.
And so it shall.
There you go.
For the ultimate weapon is host to a power
That actually looks really good.
Yet
I cannot
Speak plainly,
I cannot freaking... I mean, I can't draw that much anyway,
the heart of Sabi.
but I can't... Definitely can't do it with a mouse.
An enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima.
George is a boy.
Sought the life force of the primals.
George is
for no
best
other
boy
reason but to
in
quicken the
Passepartout.
core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
La Brea.
Nice.
What have you done?
Shiwa. What?
No more than
Is
was
that friend?
necessary
What the heck is
for my
that?
God to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my God's power.
Aw, poor friend.
And from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
I feel like they should maybe have a better setup there with the Better hurry. Click on it. George's best boy. Use it. Critique.
Such devastation! This was
Oh,
not my
boy.
intention.
Now I get why people are saying protect Mume. I'm
Heidelin,
like,
it seems
why?
the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belzar, your enemy's shield is broken.
ooh,
The rest I leave
Let me look at this
to
one.
you.
We will speak
if you guys have any
later.
recommendations, I'll actually put them up to watch on stream in particular rather than just watch it here on the side while we're waiting for this stuff to finish.
I must deal with you. The question who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Oh boy. Alright. A lot of this is real good, but the waiting through the cutscenes is real boring. All the lasers.
Heed me. The subjects
Oh, yeah.
of the weak ruler must needs look to a higher
Callie said that
power
she watches Studio Trigger fights, and oh hell yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Oh, Studio Trigger fights is so good. Always. Most of Studio Trigger's work is actually really good. I like all their original stuff. Always really good.
Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Over 800. Oh.
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon, the ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption?
Tuxedo Mask was the damsel in distress.
Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about.
Best memory, good
That
God.
will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
I like Mercury. Personally.
Distinguished bringer.
Ooh, Iris has taste. Iris has taste.
Cannot be undone.
Tango. Nice. Yes. They are. They are, I know that. Yu Yu Hakusho. I kind of wish that he would go back to Yu Yu Hakusho, but I get that he kind of got burnt out on it, and he's doing his Hunter x Hunter setup. Okay, we in. Oh God. Let's do this. And then after this, we'll go into the actual story again. Baki, what? Way of the House Huntsman. I think I saw a couple of them. Trying to make out what he's playing. Not quite sure. The end there sounded kind of like, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? It's, I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Nope, he DC'd. Rip. There we go. Hopefully after this we can actually get going. I wonder which one, if we get stuck with the same thing again or not. Oh, we're doing this again. Hooray! Hooray. I should never watch Squid Game. Though, of course, I've heard much and more about it. I just have no idea. I probably should feed myself, if only just because of the fact that I'll get some extra XPs going through here. Yep, let me pull out. Oh, I actually have 2 strikes. Oh man, I got used to my dark knife, but only have the 1. Rip. Rip my life. Rip my life, rip my... Ooh, Zen actually played a little bit of Jump King, huh? Let's see how she raged. Yeah, sure. Alright. Good. I was able to click fast enough. Ouchies. I wonder if I should... I know that I kind of get over frustrated myself. So I'm not sure if I'd want to play Jump King in particular, but... Yeah, but are you gonna go right back down? Whee! I wonder how she does that text-to-speech sometimes. I know where that's from! Holy crap. Wow, okay. Nope. Man, they are so good at this. Yeah. I'm not sure if I could do those kind of... Calculated error. It was a calculated risk. It was a calculated risk, but man, am I bad at math. Oh boy. Where's the Rickroll? Where's the Rickroll? And we also do the same thing over and over and over again. Ah, I keep getting distracted. Sorry. When Zen's on screen, I get really distracted by her. Ugh. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Going downwards, and then going upwards again. What? Oh shit. Okay. Damn. What is going on? I'm so lost, guys. Somebody save me. Yay! Yahotashi wa kattaze. That was ice, I think. Oh boy. What? Zen was playing Final Fantasy? When was Zen playing Final Fantasy 14? Yes. What the heck? What are we doing? What are we doing, Zen? Waiting for it. What's the punchline, Zen? What's the punchline, Zen? There it is. Sure. The hell was that? I'm so lost. I think that's a bug, because that's the second person I've seen in Poppy Playtime grab right next to Huggy Wuggy's hand there. Huh. What is she watching there? I don't know. Somebody save. Yeah, you did. strange. Well, oh dear. Oh boy. I'm always a big fan of rock and roll, so the intro to Zen stuff. What are you? I'm so lost. I don't know what is going on in this video. Did she stutter? What? Sometimes I'm so curious as to what.
Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon. Keep your eyes peeled. Diners could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying.
What's she playing here?
You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection lost much.
Tell me, for whom do you
I.
fight? How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith
Sure.
is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
What?
In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's fate is bleeding the land dry.
I don't know. So
Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question.
some of the out of context stuff from Zen makes me go like, but what was the setup for that? It's
even the great Louis Soir to grovel at their feet. The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity,
this is a really slow thing that I'm doing.
salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea. Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
No. Good lord. I'm not paying enough attention to my position and everything. Oh my goodness, people tell me I'm bad. Alright.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
Yeah, I think out of context it's not as funny. I like the context because the context makes it funnier sometimes. You can say what you want, Zen. Oh man, that's right. I need to find a way to get back to playing Persona at some point because we got to get through Persona 5. I still don't have a PS4 and I haven't found a PS5 anywhere.
To the true power of the Ultimo weapon.
Absolutely useless here. Not much longer. There we go. Sometimes I've wondered in particular about about VTuber model stuff, but you know, too much money for me right now. I got some other things I need to get done, and I also have a little one to take care of.
Can her strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light.
Okay.
And so it shall. For the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch.
Eh?
The
Oh,
magic
right.
within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to
This
quicken
takes
the core.
forever.
For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
La Brea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power.
Okay. What else we got?
And from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
So what are y'all up to? I'm just chilling, waiting for cutscenes to finish because, oh my god. It's just taking forever and a day because I got Praetorium twice. I mean, like, it's good in one sense. That means I get to burn through even faster, doing less of these to be able to grab what I want. And whoa, has she been streaming for a number of hours? Kirby Return to Dreamland? Jesus, okay.
Such
Sano's been
devastation.
streaming for a bit.
This was not my intention.
It doesn't matter what your intention was.
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task
The ends
of
do not
keeping
justify
your
the means,
champion
motherfucker.
alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belzar, your enemy's shield is broken.
Alright.
The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Ooh, I didn't realize. Jane might actually like that.
Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm. The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken.
Alright.
You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Ba-boom!
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon, the ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man. The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed.
How much longer are we gonna
If
be,
it is
dude?
permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And naught but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
We ready to go?
It is past time your flame was extinguished, bringer of light. Ha!
Alrighty. Oof. Alright, so we did do good there. Now let's there's one thing I want to do first. Check on the my platoon before we move to the next thing, and then we'll get back to story stuff. Whew, an hour. and a half. Holy moly. Ooh, I'm absolutely full. Let's... Nine more minutes, okay. Never mind. Alrighty. We're gonna go, because we can't fly yet, we're aware of this. Let's get up back to where we were. Aether currents. We have 2 more to find and 3 more that are quest based. So we'll have to see what we get to. Let's go up, uppity up. All right, so here we are. I have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land, knowledge of the locals. At last I heard no one lives here. What? A village of Yulmoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I should have never fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden up here. Never should have. Never should have. Do like chai, sweetie, darling. Smack some sense into your husband. Oh dear, darling seems to have lost the plot. More than just lost the plot. I'll tell you that much. Jesus, oh my goodness. But he has it in him, Yang. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way of stroking the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense, darling. His sense of daring, sorry. So, obvious praise, we're dodging. Do not praise him directly. We're going to be passive-aggressive with our praise to China's. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size? No one's even dreamed of it. Yeah, direct praise, nada. Dulai is counting on you as well. He loves his wife. If nothing else, he loves his wife. So that might actually be worth it to some degree, right? But also the example of Alphino. I don't know. He didn't really like Alphino toward the end of it. You know what? Dulai is counting on you as well. I know. You hardly need to tell me that. You think I'd disappoint her if I could help it? I guess that worked. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. And they're not bally likely to give it. Tristle's among them. You said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurled stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize. But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building an enormous talus is impossible. No amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. We liberated a castle with a strategy many would call absurd. Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim. Such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd. Yet, you succeeded in spite of, not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. I remember, one thing I clearly remember about this particular mission when I did this for Kisara way back when Shadowbringers started, was that I did the whole thing fine, and I got to the end and I messed it up and I had to do the whole thing again, so I gotta be careful here. I don't want to do it twice. But be that as it may, there are no risks. There are risks to consider should the venture fail. Fail. How do you... My British fans, did I say fail correctly for a British accent? Because that sounded really weird. Like more American than British. Or do we happen to share that one? I don't know. Either way. Let's see. I imagine for a moment that we fail to... Yeah, fail actually is... Now I said it there. Maybe it's the end, though maybe my tone made it sound a little funky. I imagine that for a moment that we fail to reach Vothri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may as well unleash hordes of eaters and we'll meet a horrible end. Then we go together! I think that's what I selected because of the fact that I thought it was funny. I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. We could build the talus for battle. I guess I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. But very well, you've made your conviction clear, and I'm assured in spite of myself. I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly, if nothing else. Okay, I was about to say, can we get some kind of sound effect, whether it's just a boom, or if it's the full Yahwatashi wa kataze? Yes, yes, by the gods, I can do this! I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. With Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what might happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which a man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Sounds familiar. Are you sure you're not somebody I remember? Mr. Exarch, even should it be a feat for the divine, if something has been done before, then most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai. Perhaps. But what is a man? A miserable pile of lies and secrets. Sorry. But what is a man if not idealistic? An idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. But countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them if they'd given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forge on toward their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. A desire to make the impossible possible. Itchy nose. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. I will have none other by my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I am glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Yeah, Yang's staring at him like... Why are there arguments about fates right now? Not that it matters, but you know... Oh, right. I know what that is. I was about to say... There's the... Oh, no, wait. That one is actually to unlock, I think, the dwarven thing up here. And if it's not, then we will deal with it later. Tristal, my boy! I brought the people that threw you over the edge! Aren't you happy to see them? You! You have every right to be angry with us. But please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas, you cast me out? You have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You've every right to be upset. Valtry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were the free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we now know what we did to you. But we know now what we did to you. To fool many was wrong. The way that's written is a little weird. Maybe I'm just reading it weird, but let me try it again. Let me try it again with a little flavor here. But we now know what we did to you. What we did to fool many was wrong. I feel like that's probably a better read. But then again, maybe it's limitation of how much text they needed to put in. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends. But I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you. Once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past. We mustn't let the past wrong stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with the help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented. Oh, Chinese, sorry. I saw the motion from Dulai Chai and I just... Bleh. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Nod your head. Sorry, man. I'm full of references tonight. I don't know why, and beyond references of just staring at stuff here. Ah, wicked white. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring Talos to life. The heart? That's right, the heart! I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So, while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable to bringing a life for Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. Okay, I know about Talos. I have no freaking clue about where we're going there. Like what you need. A quest for the Talos' heart. This presents an unexpected opportunity. I'm glad Tristal was willing to lend us an ear, but it is but a small step. I pray this will pave the way for reconciliation. Ideally, a Talos heart should be made from an ore found in the self-same region as the stone for the chassis. Let us see what Tristal can tell us. Oh, so we're asking Tristal. And okay, that's actually interesting. I did not remember that it has to be made from rocks or some kind of ore from the same region that the Talos is going to be operating in. Interesting bit of lore there, huh? If you seek material for Talos' heart, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Tholes, of a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'll be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You will find the Tholes at their village in the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamot, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Yang. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I could provide more manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of the ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Alright, because we unlocked Tomra last time, we can just up and teleport there since we can't fly, and fly is much, much faster than anything else. Alright, Crystal Exarch, what do we have? So this is Tomra. Tomra is another town from Final Fantasy 1, by the way. Mount Gulg is also from Final Fantasy 1. There's a lot of Final Fantasy 1 references in here. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Why are you shocked? Lally-ho! What did you guys call me? That would be a Yang thing to say there, because I don't think she would have gotten it. It's a greeting, lass! A lally-ho for a lally-ho. That's the way it works! Come, let's try it again. Lally-ho! Lally-ho? You too, Exarch, you have to. Do the thing, dude. Good. Very well. Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road. Right, let me see if I can try that again. I think, and I think especially with the lass, it makes me feel like they're Scottish. So I need to warm up my Scottish muscles. Not that I've got any, but you know. I'll make a good effort. Let's try this again. Any road. Now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you? And what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the citizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thule family. May we speak with Chief Zamot? Why, yes you may. I am Zamot, and I bid you welcome to Tumra. It's the folk here of Amity. If it's the folk of Amity that what sent you here, then you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hit it. Wow, I'm enjoying this Scottish accent, whether it's accurate or not, and I apologize to my Scots men and women already, but I really, really am enjoying where it feels in my mouth and throat. I like it. Well, well. And there I thought that those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with the with that floating volcano and all them sea neithers neither. And if you're serious about restoring the peace in these parts, well, if you're serious about restoring the peace in these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek is precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy passed down through the line of Thole. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. And please tell me if I'm doing it wrong, just because I'm enjoying this, like I said, the mouthfeel of this accent. And if it turns out that it's not anywhere near correct, like if I'm not there, but I'm kind of there, you know, like, okay, you need more work, but you're getting there, I'm happy. That means more practice will get me there. But if I'm nowhere near, please tell me so I can stop feeling so good with the mouthfeel. That came out wrong. What could this trial be? Listen well. As you know, we're mining folk, and in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So, when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take the mines. We do this by undertaking a trial. What tests the three traits that all good miners can't do without: discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now, look on my helm. Mark its features well. you'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves and okay, so your helm has the feathers and the side horns. And mark the features well, Zamot. Do not worry. Okay, that definitely wasn't the right mouthfeel. Let's try that again. Now, look on my helm. Mark his features well. You'll be given a slingshot. Which you must use to shoot the dwarves. As wear helms, what are different? Okay, so not that. Okay, I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take to the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Okay, I've marked. Let me take a look at some other people's. Okay, he's got the same. He's got the same. He's got the same. Okay, they all got the same. So I think the point of this is gonna be relatively easy here. Lally ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told, in 3D Mind Runner, you need to use a slingshot to shoot them that wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Spot of practice? Maybe. Okay, that was probably one of them. Oh my goodness gracious, what the heck? They're out for all of a couple seconds. Okay, I think I'm just supposed to hit this one dwarf because it... Yeah, he's got a turban. Nice shooting! Let's keep it up in the actual trial, eh? Yes, they will all have Scottish accents. I care not. Aye, that's the way. Next time is a trial for truth. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Please tell me that. I mean, like, they've got to be Scottish with the kind of ready for the trial. Right this way, then. This time, they'll be them that wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail. So look carefully before you let your stone fly. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're wrong. Well done! A fine show of discernment and dexterity. That was it. I only did it once. That was with 3Ds. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chiefs now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. Yes, ma'am? Sir? No. I'm sorry, I really can't tell your genders. I'm not sure it really matters in the end, but you know. That was some impressive shit, lass. Consider me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you didn't come this far with luck alone. So I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Did you know that Calusia is rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining this stuff since the ancient times. Actually, now I think about it, is what I'm saying, is this Irish or is this, I can't tell. It might be a mix of Irish and Scottish. They're kind of similar because they're kind of Gaelic to some degree, but not exactly the same. So, again, down in the comments of whatever you're looking at, whether it's you hit me up on the socials, or if you got this on YouTube and you're taking a look, let me know. Anyway, and every so often, the self-same veins yield what's called earth seed. Earth seed. Earth seed. How are you? Earth seed. Earth seed. Yeah, I'll go with that. And every so often, the self-same veins yield what's called earthseed. A rare ore, steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look. And no place is surer than Dwergar's Tale. I don't know how to pronounce that, even in American, so don't blame me on that one. Alright. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place is theirs and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there were never a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about those hornless whore sons, but then we'd be here forever and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this. If you want the Earthseed, then you've got to deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up for the challenge. We have dealt with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's the spirit. Now. Yeah, because now is how... That I know, because when I'm trying to do my Scots, I'm trying to listen to Scrooge McDuck in my head. Specifically David Tennant, who's actually freaking Scottish. So, his version of the thing. No. To help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with him. You couldn't. I couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Gould, but I didn't know why. And to think the last Light Warden's hiding up there. The fate of Kalusha, no, the world, hangs in the balance. If I could be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. This here's Karut. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense for where to dig, with his aim, and his aim with the pickaxe is as true as any draws. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needs to do is dig, he'd be a dwarf. If all he needs to do is dig, then he'd be a dwarf. But he's liable to become a Sin Eater's breakfast before he can manage to swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight, but I still want to try. Please let me go with you. Please let me go with you. I take care of you, you take care of the ore. No problems here. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take care of Kurut, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter Sin Eaters along the way. Though, with you in our company, there will be more spectacle than a concern. Look, dude, I know you want to get in my pants, but chill the F out. Alright. So here we are. The Dongo's Trail lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Punching butts! Or I guess faces, considering that I have no tank. We'll keep to the road and head east. It seems a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for Sin Eaters. I'm in your hands. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devils. Yang, the one on the left is yours. Good, I was already headed to the left. Woo! To the crew comes no harm. Amazing! You two are really strong! It may interest you to know that Yang is a great hero from a land when in the land whence she hails. Some would say the greatest. Really? Oh, you must have some stories to tell, Yang. That she does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn. By all means, have her regale you with a few once our work is done. I can't wait. Ah! More of them! Okay, you got that, so I got this. Okay. Okay, good crits, good crits, good crits. Let's go. But they're behind us too! Yang, focus on the enemy, I'll protect our charge. Why do you have both cure and freaking cover? Hacks! I call hacks! And that's cure, not freaking what's it called? Clemency. So don't at me, bro. Phew! I don't know much about fighting, but you two make a great team. Yang is a team unto herself. I merely follow her lead. No, please, stroke my ego more. Well, it looks like you've been doing this for years for me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening. Indeed, I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have you two known each other anyway? Well... Ah! There's even more of them! This is too close to Amity for comfort. Let's quickly finish them as quickly as possible. Come on, come on. Come over here. Get over here, come on. Group hug, let's go. I forgot that I have AoE and real good AoE. I'm just so used to Monk AoE because last time I really seriously played Monk was back in Heaven's Ward. And back then, Monk AoE was garbage. Howdy! This way! This way! Wait? How much farther to the cave? Not far. Just past this rise. I see the cave dead ahead, I assume. Ah, I believe I see it. Oh, bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Wow! Again? It appears we are surrounded. Oh, I died. I didn't think it was gonna do that much damage. I thought I could survive the hit, but that's a big no from me, good buddy. Alright. Let's do that again. This time I won't be distracted by voice acting. Listen, game, okay? I got distracted for about a second, and I thought I could take the damage from that one hit. Apparently not. Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me, come on. When did they implement that? I guess I just never fail these duties. I had Fist of Fire ripped off, didn't I? No wonder it was going so slow in the single target. I was just like, what the? I should be just blowing through this. What is this garbage? Yeah, see, look how fast it's going now. See, if you didn't sync me for these duties... Like, I think these personal duties probably shouldn't be synced. Especially not when it gets this close to endgame. Bop. Bop. Oh, nope. We're waiting for here. Alright, we're doing good, we're doing good, we're doing good. We Gucci, bros. Come on. Alright. Can we go? 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 Can we go now? Alright, so do not stand in the middle. Actually, I think that's the next one, not this one. Because we have to see the cave first, which is over that ridge. There we go. I really can't wait for the Monk revamp, because Monk right now feels, I don't want to say boring, but definitely not fun. Oh, you want to know? That's probably what happened, is that I saw a bunch of, it was one circle, but a bunch of them got the thing going. Yes, I know I'm being, what's it called? Not the best in the way of DPS management, but that's okay. After this, I think we'll take a break. Tomorrow, I will just go straight into it. Hopefully, I'll feel a little bit more into it, because I'm a creature of habit. Because of the fact I've basically gone a week without streaming, I didn't feel like streaming today. But for sure, we will be... Ooh, right, the surrounding. Thank goodness I had blood bath on. Holy smokes. And that explains why. Okay. That explains why I was having such trouble. Ah! Just as we were about to get there! Well, let's push then, shall we, Yang? Are we actually gonna fight, or is this a... Yeah, it is, let's go. Why are they starting to play the Crystal Tower stuff? Oh, right. I forgot one thing. There we go. And done and done. Oh, not quite done and done. Okay. Good. What now? Man, he's ticking really low, isn't he? Oh. Oh god. Good rescue, Crystal Exarch. That's one of the good rescues. Good. As if I'm not sure to reply until after he turned around. But I also had Riddle of Earth on, so. I'm my damnedest right now, I'll tell you that. Do I have? Yes. Done for the count. Where are we? That's definitely part of the story. I can't do shit for that. I think not. The tale will not end here. Ash, Nikes. Come on. Uh-oh. Let me refresh this with an actual, like, back. There we go. I totally call hacks. He has Fire 4, Cure, freaking LB3 tank, and LB2 freaking caster. This guy's broken. Somebody kick the Exarch. No, keep him here. I like him. Anyway. It was a near thing in the end, but what matters is that we pulled through. Well fought, my friend. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more sea natures come. Let's at least pick up the next one that we'll do tomorrow. Right. Follow me, please. I'll take you to Duergar's Drill. Duergar's 12, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. We teleported across. Alright, yeah. I think that's where we'll end it for today. But, you know, things happen, and we shall, hopefully push forward, going forward, so that we can knock some of this stuff out. At the very least, I'm back. I can knock this thing out. I will try tomorrow to, at least for Yang, and I mean not Yang, Kisara, to do the main story roulette off stream, and we'll do pure Yang tomorrow. But it'll all depend on when I can get off of work and stuff, because I got a lot of stuff to get done before the GM meeting tomorrow. But either way, yeah, no, I'm having a blast. I still want to get this done. We got some extra time given to us, for better and for worse, and I have time for that set aside at the very least during the day of the 3rd. The weekend might be a little funky, because it is especially on the Sunday, because the 3rd is actually my little one's birthday. But he'll be at school, so afternoon. You know, and I took that whole day off, so we'll be able to do the entire day. Saturday we should be fine for the most part. You know, I might need to take some breaks in between for some stuff I want to do with the little one. Just the usual things. But then his birthday party's gonna be on the Sunday, so that day might get a little bit more complicated with streaming. But then I took Monday, Tuesday off, so we should be golden at that point. Anyway, you've all been 10 out of 10 with me, and I will see you guys come tomorrow for some more Final Fantasy XIV, so we can try and catch up, Yang, to at least the end of 5.0. If not, get ourselves all the way to you know, beyond that. Yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, day, whatever it is where you are. Have a good one.